Della, right? You all know what time is it in the studio, right here with me, Della Rama. Okay, so report reaching us this evening is that Ned has been begging. Like the man has begged Regina so much to return. He's been very apologetic over that level of anger and has promised that he would never ever do that to Regina again. If that information is correct, that is what we are hearing. They say he has really begged Regina, okay? Even though he has come out to say everything about being violent was never what happened, he has not stated what clearly happened, but speculation arise that yes, anger was very high that day and things happened in that house and that he has begged Regina so much. Now, do you know that we have had a lot of events where they said, you know, he asked Regina that they should meet in Asaba. Now you see, have you wondered why Leila was following Regina all over the place? It was because, from what we heard, Ned really wanted to broker peace with Regina. Reliably, we got this information, and they said Ned has begged so much. And then, as we are hearing what is going on, they said when Ned begged, Regina, gave his own demand that for her to even return back or consider returning back to Ned, that Ned will have to go back on social media and undo everything that he has done. Remember that Ned came on social media and stated clearly that Regina was on rogue. And Regina said that is not the case. Now, the Regina that you see on social media seems like somebody that is in her right senses, because it's less than a week or just about a week that this whole drama happened. A person who is really doing rogue will not have that level of organization to have even gone to acquire a house, whether she bought the house or she rented the house, because this evening we are hearing something different, that the house was actually rented. We don't know. But for me, I want to believe that a person who is on rogue, okay, will not have that level of organization, like will not be so well put together to be able to acquire a house for herself in such a short time. She'll be focused on those things that she is taking. But in the case of Regina, it's different, and I doubt if she's really having any rock problem. Maybe she's into it, but it has not really started causing her problem. That is not to say I promote it, whatever it is, but they said, contrary to the belief of people, that Ned is begging. They say Ned, as it is rumored or speculation, arise that Ned was literally crying and begging Regina to return back home. Now, after Regina bought the house, we were thinking the man would be very, very upset about the fact that Regina bought the house and all of the things that they said, showing all of those injuries, and with the brothers, making some kind of remarks and all of that. The man is not concerned about all of those drama. The man is concerned about getting the wife back to his home so the wife can stay there and take care of the children. Now, if you know Ned very well, Ned does not release his children. His children grow up with him. And so if Regina does not return back to Ned, I think the next problem will be that, the children, they might begin to fight for those children. And apparently, Ned, being a politician who is preparing for 2027 election, would not want to go that route with Regina. With Anioma women crying and wanting Regina back, thinking that Regina does not deserve to be treated the way Regina has been treated. And so what that means is that Ned will have no choice but, do everything that is within his power to bring Regina back. Welcome back to Delaram Alves, where the spotlight ends and the real drama begins. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Okay, I want to say thank you for all your comments. Coming back to your comment, please continue to leave comment. Let's see your thought in the comment section. So as it is right now, the Ned is literally begging and begging and begging. Now, right now, the house that they got in Lagos, they said they are furnishing and all of that. And he is saying Regina doesn't need to spend all of that money. when she has mansions in Abuja. And now we just realized that he actually threw Regina out of the house. But of course, they said tempers were very high, that the Panet that people know is not like that. He's very, very matured and all of that. And you know, this thing with marriage, something might just happen, tempers will rise, and you know, it will look as if it's the end, but then we do not know. But they said he is literally begging, as in begging this evening, as in it is rumored, it is speculated that he is begging and begging Regina with all his might for Regina to return back home, that he is literally crying and begging Regina to return back home and stay with the children, that the children are still too tender to grow by themselves. And Regina is saying that everything that Panet said to Kemi, everything that Panet mentioned on social media, Panet will have to go and take it back. And apparently the man is not ready to do that right now, because of course, you know, he is matured and he is a serving senator, and that would mean so much. That would bother on his own personal integrity. That's if the information is correct. They said that is her demand, that the man goes back on social media to put everything. But you know, one thing I respect about Regina, you know, putting her age into consideration, I would have thought that she would be the one who will run to social media to go and start doing damage control and explaining everything. But it's a good thing that she does not feel like she needs that level of validation from social media. It's a good thing that she's not speaking to anybody about her personal affair with her husband, apart from her siblings, okay? And I think that is one thing I want to say that Regina has done absolutely right. And that is where I admire her so much, because I feel like she is really matured to not have rushed onto social media to go and explain her own part of the story. But right now, they say Panet is literally begging that she needs to come back home and take care of the kids. Della, right, this is what is going on. If that information is correct, do not forget that these are all speculation. I love you guys. See you later. I'm right here in the studio. You have any question, whatever it is, please let me see your thoughts in the comment section. You know what's wrong. You know how we run it, right? Thank you so much.